comes the time. Here comes the time. The whole wide world will welcome the rising sun. Here comes the time. Here comes the time. For everyone to see that what will be, will be. This is the time. For you and I to stand together as one. Yeah. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising. From east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are. Because the sun is rising. We're shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. We spent our lives in pain and misery. Never gonna trade our freedom with any mystery. It's affecting our soul and it's killing us slow. With what we've been through, we are far from being good. But we are blessed by Chukwuka Biafra. So we're never gonna give up. We're never gonna give up. There'll be light in the wind of a tunnel. It will shine so bright all time. The whole wide world will embrace us. Nobody can stop us, nobody can cage us, nobody can stand us, yeah. They will know, they will know. The sun is rising. From east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? Oh, you wave your flag and be proud of who you are. Because the sun is rising. We're shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. The windows and curtains, green lights be revealing. When I think about how blessed we are, goosebumps all over my body. Sunrise to the black stripe. Black strands crossing grey stripes. Clashes upon clashes, many lives turn to ashes. When I ponder and reminisce, the actions I see malice. Blood on the ground, this is how we fly. Our beautiful flag, all around the world. Blood on the ground, this is how we fly. Our beautiful flag, all around the world. We go carry the cross together. We walk through to Zion. We stumble, we rise. How the victory was done. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. The sun is rising. From east to west, from north to south. Can't you see the sun is rising? I still wave your flag all over the world. Because the sun is rising. I still be shining so bright all over the world. We are the sun, we are rising. They will know, they will know, they will know. Keep our light shine, the sun is rising. Oh, wave your flag anywhere you are. Keep our light shine, the sun is rising. Oh. Freedom, freedom, yeah. Shine the sun, we are rising.
Okay. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning to some of you, according to your location on the face of this planet Earth. We welcome you all to our today's Biafra Television live presentation. Biafra Television Europe is under IPOB, and IPOB is led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, is still incarcerated in DSS solitary confinement, illegally detained, against appeal court judgment 13th of October 2022 that discharged and acquitted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is the highest of it all. There is dismiss, there is struck out, there is struck off, there is strike out, there is discharge only. There is caution and discharge. There is bail, and there is discharge and acquitted. And that is the highest of it all. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu secured it, and that is the stand of IPOB. Thank you. I remain the fearless IPOB evangelist, Mazi Madam Chinwachukwu. I am from Ndiabo is in Aninri. Aninri is a local government in Ojiriba province, Biafra land. Today's date is the 4th day of February 2025. We are coming to you live from Biafra Television Europe. Welcome to the program. invite others in your own means, make sure that they are in this very program. When you come to this program, make sure you spread the program to go wide, because we are going to expose a lot here. Very, very important that you know that IPOB is fighting for Biafra restoration under self-determination. And the self-determination approach of IPOB can never be corrupted. Not even the blackmailing of Nigerian state can have any effect, because it is the people of the East that should protest against IPOB, not Nigerian government. Nigerian government is doing what they are doing as an avenue to massacre Igbo youths. We are going to prove them wrong in this very program, because IPOB is always 100 steps ahead of them. What they are presenting today, from what they have gathered, the political gathering of the people they call themselves, I don't know what they say they are from, also, is it or them also or what, I don't know, but we are going to expose them with that very rubbish. People are trying to say that they have forgotten the burning of houses by the Nigerian army, destruction in Imo State, and the viral video where Hopo Zadima said that if anybody said that the killings going on in Olo is done by IPOB, the person is not correct. So we are going to expose them in the political APC gathering, who claim to be Olo, also, or them also in Lagos, as they went to do the bid of the government. We will show them how people used to protest against injustice. That is not a protest. We are going to expose it here on this very broadcast. But before we go forward, we have to listen to them, those that gathered and said they are them also. When we listen to them, we will oppress them with IPOB 100 steps ahead of Nigerian state. That is what we present today. IPOB press release, 30th of September 2022. So let us listen to them. They said they are them also or what? Let's listen and see the blackmailing agenda of the APC government. Let's go there and see.
No more Ebubago!
Not this one. Let us see. Not this one. This one is a Bubago protest, not this one. We will come to this later. Let us go to the very...
Also, local government area of Imo State is now a shadow of itself, as the once peaceful communities have been abandoned by many of its inhabitants, no thanks to the insecurity challenges in the area, as members of IPOB and Eastern Security Network have set up their operational base at Udeke Valley, where they coordinate their illegal activities of creating fears among the people in the area and parts of Anambra State. This group, under the aegis of Odimma Osu, a Renaissance group comprising leaders of thought who have fled their homes for fear of their lives, want the authorities not to relent in restoring hope to them to return and live their normal lives once again.
We wish to appeal for more support, especially with 1. Sustained military bombardment and eventually permanent takeover of the Udeke Valley and other surrounding valley by the security forces. Setting up of more security bases in order to identify vulnerable locations such as Eziawa, Ubahoso, and Amaru. Provision of arms and ammunition for the local vigilantes. Surveillance equipment, camera, CCTV at strategic locations.
For them, no day passes without news of mayhem being perpetrated by the deadly group. A case at hand is the beheading of an octogenarian by the IPOB members and was buried by relatives present.
Buried my uncle, 98 years old man. They beheaded him, and up to now we buried only his body, no head. Criminals in Osun got to the extent of a pregnant woman that is in labor. The husband is taking the woman to a hospital, and they intercept the husband and say that they need the woman for ritual. They need a woman in labor for ritual.
This December, everybody came home. There was so much joy. On the 7th of January, they crept in from a bush from Anambra, where they call Lid, and killed innocent. That's the picture you saw here. butchered them with knife. They went to Amoebu, did the same thing. 2 days ago, they went to Bahos and killed 4 women.
How long will this security threat last, they asked, as the situation seemed unending and bleak.
Also is a very small place. These criminals, led by IPOB and ESN, have taken our lives away and want our lives back. We are part of Nigeria.
For them, hope may not be lost if the federal government continues its onslaught against the proscribed terror organization masquerading itself as an agitation group fighting for the emancipation of the people in the Southeast geopolitical zone. Obiunume, AIT News, Lagos.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You had it very, very clearly where they gathered people and present them, and they say that IPOB was the people doing these things to them. Remember that this happened on the, was it 2nd or 3rd? Either 2nd. That's when they published this, or 3rd of February 2025. Okay, let's see. Let us see. But before we go there, we had them saying proscribed IPOB, right? I must have to touch there because they said IPOB was proscribed under ex parte motion. The ex parte motion was to last only 14 days. Then remember that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, was attacked. His house was attacked. 28 men killed. Then over 1,000 Biafrans killed on their way either back to Umuahia, either back from Umuahia or on their way to Umuahia or any part of Biafra land. Some people moving freely, going on their own. The Nigerian army killed them on their way. They killed more than 1,000 because we discovered 7 graveyards after this very Python dance 2017. Now, reaching on the 15th, because this happened on the 14th, because I want to touch here before we move, please. We cannot jump it. Though we have a lot here to present. Today will be this very program will be very hard. That is it. It will very, very hard for me today. I'm telling you, because I will read about 2 long distance today. And we'll listen to videos and we have to connect them and analyze them. We have to expose them simply. So now the IPOB, after attacking the house of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra on bail, which was on bail, which not just bail, high conditional 12 bail conditions, high 12 bail conditions, high ones. Though we met up with the bail condition, the Nigerian army came to kill him because they expected IPOB to go on into violence during their peaceful protest for free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So we didn't do it. So they have no other option than to rush and go to kill Nnamdi Kanu. And on the following day, the 15th of September 2017, they now went to their court and said they got ex parte motion and they prescribed IPOB, which was to last only 14 days. Then you will go to court and prove how IPOB is terrorist. Because in 2017, there was no ESN. In 2015, 2016, 2017, we were protesting for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They massacred IPOB family members. There was no ESN. 2018, there was no ESN. 2019, there was no ESN. 2020, ESN came in December. That is the ending of 2020. So Nigerian state today trying to connect ESN with the prosecution of IPOB. This will be a program of another day anyway. We'll come with it on Thursday. So, right? We'll come with it on Thursday. We'll expose these things. But we want to tell you that prosecution, the appeal court affirms the prosecution of IPOB means that the appeal court affirms illegality of the Nigerian government because the prosecution of IPOB was illegal and was meant to last only 14 days, and they will prove it. So Nigerian government prescribed IPOB in 2017 and started looking for evidence 2018, 2019, 2020. They launched a non-government on the process to get evidence. They kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu in 2021. They started recruiting criminals who will act in the name of IPOB and ESN in order to get evidence on against the people they proscribed in 2017. You are still looking for evidence. 2024, you are still looking for evidence. 2022, you have killed us to get evidence why you proscribe of 2017. 2023, you are killing us. 2021, you are killing us to get evidence why you proscribe us 2017. Just imagine such stupid country. The other day, the appeal said there are offense as if we have never been proscribed in Nigeria. We have been proscribed from onset, right from Ahmadu Bello interview. He presented it in 1953 on the BBC interview. So we are not going to go far on that. Let us go to IPOB press release, 30th of September 2022. Then we now go to the also, you take your mind to the video that the Nigerian government under APC, Hope Uzodinma, contacted his political boys in Lagos, claiming to be also Odemosu, right? To go there. That's how they contact them in abroad, the people they send abroad. If they want to carry on one stupid mission, they will take them to, they will call them. If they want to come to any part of the world, they will call those people to organize people hall or where to gather for them and organize people for them, right? So they have them in different parts of the country. They can gather them anywhere, but that is not a protest because few people gathering and just reading out what they were told to say, right, against IPOB is not a protest. Do you understand? So to quote them wrong, we have to read IPOB press release, please. Let us read IPOB press release, 30th of September 2022. Let's go there. We didn't authorize anyone to kill on our behalf. Take this thing to also, those people in also, we are going to analyze the people of also. They are the people who aided the criminals. They were giving them food. IPOB informed them that we do not have camp there. We do not have ESN there. We do not even have IPOB family meeting. We suspended everything. They keep giving them food. They named them Umuoma. They named them Umuchukwu. We told them we don't have Umuchukwu. We don't have Umuoma. We have only ESN. They do not have camp in your areas. They keep aiding them. Those people you see that gather, if they are from us, they are the people who have been giving food to these people. We want them. We want them. They listen, but they went ahead. Today, they are tagging it on IPOB. Let us prove them wrong. 2022, when they are tagging the crimes on IPOB 2025, let's think IPOB 100 steps ahead of the government. We didn't authorize anyone to kill on our behalf for a reward of 10 million naira. IPOB clears the air, names criminals behind kidnapping, impersonating ESN. Names criminals, even called the locations. You are still tagging it on IPOB. How can we name our own ESN? We name the person. And these are the people, you know their homes. You know them, you still call them ESN. That we expose them. Simon Epa said, hey, ESN, IPOB, China Sanworu, Chike Dozim, they are calling the names of our men. But these are criminals, declared wanted by the government. But these very communities in Osun and Olu area started pampering them, started aiding them until they balanced, they started killing them. They were aiding them. I said, they are fighting army until they turn around killing them, massacring them, selling their body parts. Today, they come to target on IPO. People they aided in their community. People, though it is not also people that said it, but also people aided these people. Some town union presidents, we are giving them food. Women cook food for these criminals. We want them. We expose their locations. We expose them and call their names. Listen. IPOB press release, 30th September 2022. This global family and the movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ably led by the great liberator, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wish to disassociate ourselves from the numerous kidnapping and the criminalities going on in some areas of Anambra and Imo State. The criminalities going on within Uli, Lilu, Ihiala, Nnewi, Osihitokwa, also areas of Imo State and the Anambra are not in any way connected to IPOB members or leadership, and we condemn it in its entirety in a desperate effort to blackmail IPOB. The criminals have been mentioned, IPOB or ESN, to their victims during their operations so that their victims will believe that they are IPOB members. One begins to wonder how a thief will rob and give his victims his house addresses. This is exactly what the government sponsored criminals, blackmailers are doing with the name of IPOB. IPOB members and volunteers are disciplined, and our goal is to free our people, that is, our people, not to trouble or destroy them. IPOB will not be troubling our people and at the same time paying the ultimate price in ensuring our people and the free our ensuring our people are free from oppression. Therefore, we ask everyone to work together and stop these criminals and the hoodlums who were sponsored by the unfortunate politicians to terrorize our people. IPOB does not engage in taxing those building houses or those conducting burials. IPOB cannot indulge in collecting millions in levies to allow people to build their own houses or bury their loved ones in Biafra criminals contracting by contacting IPOB inquiry lines for proper handling by ESN. Again, IPOB has no camp. Let's know the people of also. Imagine IPOB say, if you see them, contact us. So we'll be doing something and we'll tell you if we see us, you will contact us. Is that not stupidity? Then we continue. Again, IPOB, listen, 2022, September 30th. This is the main place where we want to mention. Again, IPOB has no camp in Osihitokwa, Osumohu, Nnewi South, Lilu, or Ihiala. Those operating in such camps in the aforementioned areas are criminals and kidnappers. Did IPOB say it or not? We said it. Now, from our intel, listening to the names of the people, we exposed 2022. Simon Eber said that they are his commanders, but we said that these people are criminals. Then how come, after these people committed crime, you will now call IPOB? How can we call the names of our ESN? Have you ever heard the name of ESN before? Or you tell us the name of one ESN? But we expose these people and tell you they are criminals. So how come, after they committed crime, you started tagging them on IPOB? Are you stupid? Are you foolish? Are you foolish, or you have mental problem? You must be very foolish if you insist that IPOB can tell you locations of their ESN and tell you the names of ESN and expose them. You must be foolish to think so. These are criminals. We cannot do so to our own. So how do you think so? How do you want to turn it around? Then let us continue. Listen to their names. These are people they used to cook food and give to. in also. These very people, these women, they give them food. These are people that take our women turn by turn. If they tell you to send your woman, if you don't send your wife, they will come for you. But these things, they target on IPOB. Let us continue and hear their name. From our intel, the following persons are at the forefront of these criminalities going on in these areas. Listen, these are commanders of Simon Ekpa, but none of them was mourned when they were killed by Simon to show they are criminals. Because you do not go and carry that. People that have their own go to stealing and was the dead body. They cannot be boldly carry the dead body because these people are criminals. When they are being caught, Simon will be silent. Tomorrow he will start saying, "This one is our man, the living one." So he will forget this ones. Immediately that one is caught, he will forget that one. The next day, hey, is our man, is our commander. If the person is caught, they can. The other day they talk about Zuma. They say it's ESN. We was expecting them to come and say, no, he's our liberation army. Nobody can say it. When they said the Baby Bush is their commander, when he was caught, they never came to claim it. All these people are criminals. Double Lion is a criminal. He was a criminal when he was there. So let us go. Number one, Chinonso Akajiako Butuzo Temple. This is today the general commander of Simon Ekperima criminal gang. They say he's the general commander of his liberation army. Then if he is doing for IPOB, how can IPOB name him and tell you that he's a criminal? Butuzo Temple. We call the name. Or you're listening. A native of Chioke, Omotanze, Olo. Tell us name and address of any ESN. You don't know. But we tell you this one. So how come you, in 2022, how come you come in 2025 to be tagging the crimes of this criminal on IPOB and ESN? Does that show any cleverness? Or do you think we are foolish to expose criminals? Instead of government to use the intel IPOB is giving, then after using it, they will come and say that the people they caught is IPOB. We give intel to catch us. Are you mad? Are you foolish? How can we give you intel, tell you the name of our men and how to catch our men, and tell you where the camp is, and tell you that they are criminals? That you don't have sense. How can we expose ESN camp? That we expose these camps and we expose them by their names, and the ones we got their picture, we expose them. The picture of Zuma is there. Odumodu, we publish the picture. All of them gentle. Nigeria will be calling him ESN. He says the Liberation Army is not ESN. Simon says he's commander. Why do you tag them on IPOB? Because IPOB is the target. Now you see why we call them recruited agents. Because anything they committed, they target on IPOB. They will claim to be army, but the government don't care. Anything these people do, they will call them ESN and IPOB. Now, what do you understand there? They are recruited agents. You'll be doing, if it is a business to give you your profit, will they allow IPOB and ESN to be taking their profit? So why is it that when government tag them on ESN and IPOB, they'll be silent instead of debunking it and say they are not ESN, they are Liberation Army? They will be silent because they are agents of the government. Then we continue. 2. Ogbuagu Nwadiukwu. Now that is how I broadcast here. Don't expect me to read it once. I may even stop on the way. Just speak the truth. 2. Ogbuagu Nwadiukwu, aka Agama, and the co-criminals called Obaka, also from Mbose community in Ihiala. The people of these areas, they know these people. But when the security government agencies call to them, they will call them ESN. But these people know these people, we call their name. How can we expose ESN personnel? Are we foolish? Like Nigerian security. Are we foolish? In Ihiala, LOGA, they are running a criminal camp inside Mbosi community. Our people should know that why we go and get these press releases is because we bring it at the right time. When you see this press release, as I went and they brought it up, for 3 brokers now becoming with it. This press release is very, very, very powerful. We can use it for complete, even 20 brokers. This very press release you are seeing. So many things are there. I have used this in 3. I will still use it on Thursday. I will see it is there. It is connected in so many things. You will see it. You will not copy it and paste it. I even came with the video. I came with the video of this also. These people claim to be Odem also. I now bring it and I put the press release this very 30th September 2022. To debunk it, put the video there and I put this press release. Why can't you copy it and paste? Not even sharing, copy it and paste. Debunk it. Imagine what you rejected in 2022 and government is saying you are the one in 2025. Are you not smarter than the government? Then why can't you copy it and paste and shame the government? Don't you know that news will put a halanya research? Go with the debunk. If you don't know, look at it. If we start bringing IPOB press release, even in Nigeria, any matter that comes out, it is in press release. If we don't get it there, it is in one of Nnamdi Kanu's broadcasts. Must. We continue. Number 4, Ago Biafra, operating a camp. These are Simon Eberima, criminal gang, operating a camp in Osumogu community. Do you understand? Now, listen. Others are number 1, Zuma. Simon say is the 2nd general commander. The one that Nigerian government said that they invaded his camp recently. Imagine 2022. IPOB say he's not ESN. 2022 September. But 2025, Nigerian police said they invaded the camp of IPOB ESN. Are you understanding? Are you getting smartness? People that stand on the truth, we believe in self-determination. That is our smartness. We cannot go into armed struggle. It is stupidity. It is in the advantage of Nigerian state. That's why you see them tagging the crimes of other people, because that's how they expected IPOB to agitate. We can never agitate criminally. We are agitating legally. And that's why Nigeria is trying to hide our agitation and cover it up with criminality. Nigerian government can never publish the activities of ESN, which is confronting Fulani herdsmen terrorists. It is a global standard battle that a group, a freedom fighting movement was able to abandon some of the things at hand, and they provided security for the whole people of the region against terrorists. War against terrorists is a global war. And Nigeria compromised to these terrorist Fulani herdsmen. And they said it's either our land or our life. And we said, okay, we will give our life. We have been giving our life. 1967, we gave our life. So how come we'll give our land now? No, we will give our life. So we launch ESN. When the governors compromised also against their constitutional rights, we gave our life, which is ESN. Right? And we defended our land, our bushes, and we are defending it. Though war does not reach everywhere at any time. But what ESN is doing, when they pursue Fulani here, they may go to the other place. ESN is not everywhere. The same thing with security agencies, you cannot be everywhere. but they keep moving and pushing them away, right? So that is it. So we continue. Zuma, Odumodu, Sky, Obere, 50 Cent, Isioma, aka Mputo Maleka, and Webuaka. The people knows these people. They know them. They knows them. We blacklisted them 2022. September 30th, IPOB press release. It was published by the Biafran Post also on the 4th of October 2022. Biafran Post published it 4th of October 2022. Are you getting it? So let us continue. This is what we are bringing from this very place. It is over. Okay, let us finish it. Also, we are making it very clear that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB leadership never promised to pay anyone 10 million naira to kill for killing anybody on our behalf. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB leadership, DOS, has always condemned those engaging in criminality in Biafra land. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and DOS are passionate for the freedom of Biafra nation and has never and will never make any promise to anyone to kill for a reward in the name of IPOB. Those committing these crimes and making such outrageous claims are government-sponsored criminals working for blackmail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafran movement. Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB. So now we have had it. Let us go to IPOB press release 3rd of February 2025. That's what I say today. Oga the drum hard. Because ekwesịrị m inweta glass. Need m ịsa glass. Enwere problem. I have eye problem. In short, I cannot be seeing it unless I come closer. So let us continue. You have had this one. IPOB distanced every activities of these criminals. Distance ESN and IPOB. There is no ESN meeting, IPOB meeting, talk more of ESN camp in those areas. 2022, both in Ihiala, both in Newi, right? All those also and Olu area. We still have IPOB press release where we say we do not have camp in Okigwe. All this place, around this zone, we still have that press release. All of them, how can we deny our own? Don't you know that anywhere ESN is, if we deny that they are not those people, that the communities that are aware that ESN is there, they will know that they will now call those people criminals. So how do you think that IPOB would deny ESN presence in a place? It's a lie. If IPOB deny that, if we send ESN to Ishago and we now leave, because they have no official operation there. Do you understand? So anywhere ESN is operating, the people will also know. So when we say they are not ESN, automatically the people will be against them. Do you see why you can never see us expose ESN camp? Wherever we expose are criminal camps. Let us go to IPOB press release. 3rd February 2025. IPOB ESN was not responsible for atrocities in Osu. Infamous Odema Osu initiative is a sponsored group to blackmail IPOB and ESN. You see those people that gather. This is what we have been hearing from River State. They will pay 3 or 4, 5 people. They will gather and say, we are not we are not Biafra. Some stupid fools. They will go to Akwa Ibom and say, Akwa Ibom is not Biafra. That is how to know stupidity of people. That is fidelism. What they are using in North. They don't know it doesn't work here. They try to use heinous. It is not working. That's why they are envious of IPOB. And IPOB is not being controlled by the government. They are for the good of the people. So that's why government is out to blackmail IPOB, right? Because if IPOB is harming the people, it is the duty of the people to be complaining. So why is it somebody that will abandon terrorism in the north and the focus in the east? When do they start loving the east to be complaining about IPOB operation? When the people you are telling about IPOB are the people that are IPOB, they go to IPOB meetings. So how can they be in the meeting where the destruction of their community was not discussed? And tomorrow you tell them that the IPOB is the one killing them. When the IPOB members, is IPOB foreigners? IPOB are the people of the land. And they are the people you are still telling that they are killing themselves. How can the people believe it? The people do not bear the idea because they are part of the IPOB. So that is why the Nigerian state now sponsor people that will harm our people and use the name of ESN and IPOB and see if they can turn our people against us. It is the protest of the people that will determine what you are doing to the people, not the protest of the government. Government protest is just as usual. Any intimidation, it is the people you are intimidating, it is the people that will complain. Terrorism will be complained by the people, not government. When they complain, the government will come. Why is it that the people will leave terrorism in the north and they will be running to the east and say they are fighting terrorism? Insecurity they sponsored to create a grant to raise false flag in our land because they thought they did a mistake 67 to 70 because the mission was not accomplished to desolate our land and take over it. We continue. That is how we read though. Then I'll finish it now, not analyze again. I just read that um the headlines. So let us go now. The global movement and the global family and the movement of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB worldwide condemn the Nigerian government-sponsored black that call themselves Odema Osu Initiative. That is fidelism. Hey, Imam said, hey, Sultan of Sokoto said, hey, do you know that Northern Consultative Forum said, hey, Northern Governor said, hey, 17 Northern Group said, that is fidelism, stupidity of the highest order. But people was voted in as House of Rep member, State House of Rep member, National Assembly member, senators. They are not saying it is stupid group that, they said, Imam group said, Emir said, nonsense. What are the reason of this representative? And we don't welcome those rubbish in our land. IPOB worldwide is very upset with the false narrative from sponsored political jobbers in Lagos that call themselves Odemosu Initiative, Imo State. In a recent media briefing televised by TVC, these groups of shameless men claimed that the criminals that discredited their community were IPOB and ESN. They claimed they are no longer going to keep quiet as their community is destroyed. The unscrupulous elements from Osu should stop allowing some of them to make just jest of themselves and know that Hope Uzodinma and his government sponsored some of them to join Umuoma to kill their people. The question is, where were these men all these years that IPOB has been shouting and exposing the barbaric activities of the criminals that Hope Uzodinma, the Nigerian government, and the other APC politicians recruited to impersonate and destroy IPOB and ESN genuine agitation. The, the barbaric criminals in the Osu area that controlled the notorious Mother Valley camp in the community were led by Umuoma and were recruited by the Buffon in the Finland prison, which is Simon Eberima. The Imo State government has a direct link with these notorious criminals. They called themselves Umuoma of Biafra Liberation Army under the Buffon in Finland prison and his Biafra government exile. These criminals were sponsored by the APC government in Imo and Abuja. On more than two occasions, Hope Uzodinma government, led by his deputy governor, had parley meetings with these criminals. IPOB has always issued press release. Excuse me. IPOB have always issued press releases exposing these criminals and condemning their actions for the past 3 years. ESN camp in Imo State were relocated to avoid mix-up with the infurious activities of the Black Civilian Volunteers Movement, championed Biafra self-determination. On the other hand, ESN are armed IPOB volunteers, vigilantes, that have dedicated their time in dislodging marauding Fulani terrorists in Biafra farmlands. It has been over a decade since IPOB started the Biafra agitation, and the movement has never been associated with violence or criminalities in Nigeria or in diaspora, irrespective of the Nigerian government's repeated provocations, abductions, extrajudicial killings, and the forceful disappearances of our members. We have remained peaceful and consistently focused on non-violence actions to restore Biafra. But as soon as the Nigerian government masterminded the abduction of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and extraordinarily renditioned him from Kenya to Nigeria. The Nigerian government activated every plans they have to destroy IPOB and ESN. They mobilized their standby agent, the Buffon, that is currently in Finland prison, who then recruited the soulless criminals that committed havoc in Imo State and the Anambra State in the name of IPOB ESN and Biafra agitation. Part of the plans is that Governor Uzodinma should provide a safe haven for the recruited criminals. That is why they mostly centered around Imo State and some bordering communities in Anambra State. These criminals often claimed to be IPOB and ESN, but repeatedly IPOB have disassociated from them. At last, they identified themselves as the Biafra Liberation Army, BLA, These soulless criminals in the black have no relationship with IPOB or ESN. IPOB and ESN are for the defense of our people and not to harm them. Just a listen, Kai took out. These men who claimed to be speaking for the Osu community from Lagos State were mute over these years. But IPOB was not silent in the past 3 years. These government-sponsored infiltrator criminals were funded by the Nigerian government to smear the following names of the hallowed name of IPOB. It is our belief that these men who claim to be members of Odemma Also initiative are either sponsored by the Nigerian government for a price or under duress from Hussein or are okay from Hope Uzodinma to implicate IPOB and ESN or are criminally ignorant. Odemma also initiatives must withdraw these allegations against IPOB and ESN members publicly. Otherwise, they can't be moved for over the 3 years period. These criminals were wreaking havoc in their community and suddenly woke up to say that those were IPOB more so. The Nigerian Army and the police were all aware of the locations of these criminals in Imo State. The so-called Mother Valley in Osun, their main camp. The Nigerian security forces are aware of this very location, yet they choose to allow them to operate freely while tagging their crimes activities on IPOB and ESN. In one of the viral videos from the Nigerian Army's friendly visit to the so-called Mother Valley camp, it was visibly written on the wall Valley Camp of Bula. Yet the Nigerian army claimed the criminals were IPOB and ESN. Both the black criminals, the Nigerian government, and the Hamadara security forces were working in synergy. These criminals are on one side attacking IPOB leadership and the members. On the other hand, the Nigerian government is tagging their violent activities on IPOB and ESN. They were all marshaled out strategy to demonize and criminalize IPOB and ESN. Worthy to note is that these black criminals were responsible for the killings of some IPOB members, including the murder of IPOB Biafra Land National Coordinator. May their souls rest in peace. In summary, we debunk the false narrative by the Nigerian government sponsored group called Odemma Also Initiative that IPOB ESN was responsible for the atrocities that bedeviled their land in the past 3 years. It is a false narrative. IPOB and ESN are not responsible. Those responsible were the government-sponsored criminals who call themselves Biafra Liberation Army, BLA, or Umuoma. IPOB and ESN have no relationship with the government-sponsored black criminals who were camped for over 3 years in also Mother Valley by the Imo State governor. All the calculated media blackmail against IPOB and ESN by the Nigerian government will amount to nothing because IPOB ESN is innocent of all the accusations. IPOB and ESN will never be cowed down by the Nigerian government-sponsored campaign of calumny against a legal and respectable self-determination. Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB. Chineke mekwere m ebere. Ihe nke etoka o. Oh, too long. Thank you. Don't forget that you are watching us live on Biafra Television Europe under IPOB led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I remain fearless IPOB evangelist. So we continue. You just listen to the reading of IPOB press release 3rd of February 2025. So you have had it. Now, these are government agents gathered in Lagos, tagging the crimes of criminals against IPOB. Then we are going to watch a genuine protest against a particular people. We are going to watch the protest of our people in Imo and Abia against Ebubago. We want to teach this Odemoso initiative how our people demonstrate their rejection. And when you watch this rejection of Ebubago and protest against Ebubago, you begin to ask yourself, what have Nigerian government said or do? They have been claiming to be ignorant of this protest. But IPOB and ESN that no community have protested against is the people that they are presenting as the people disturbing the people, but the people have openly come and protested against Ebubago. Let us watch and see the protest of our people in Olo and in Aba against Ebubago. They protested in Anambra. Let us see if our technical director.
No more Ebubago!
Say no, no killing. Oh yeah. Ebubago must go.
Ebubago must go.
Ebubago must go.
Are you hearing me? What?
Ebubago must go. Ebubago must go. Ebubago must go. Ebubago got a whether good or bad, Ebubago must go. They must go. Agala. Enough is enough. Ebubago must go. Ebubago must go. They must go. They must go. I am an hour mama now. Free web.
Okay. Welcome back. I think you have watched it. Take this video to that or some also initiative, the political jobbers in Lagos. That is how to demonstrate reject. That's how we do. You don't go and pick 4 people to tag crimes of criminals against IPOB or on IPOB. Now, why is the government running away from this protest? Have government addressed the activities of Ebubago? No. Why have they not proscribed the governors that launched the Ebubago? Then when how many Ebubago are in detention? A particular militia group that the people of Anambra protested against, the people of Imo protested against. Did you not see the whole people come out for Ebubago? Show me a video where the people protest against IPOB. So why are government always destroying themselves? We told them we have evidences to destroy them. We don't have gun. We don't have bullets. So where are they now grading? Where are they pushing the works of Ebubago in Olo? In Imo? Are they still tagging it on IPOB? The burning of houses, burning of shops by Nigerian army, by Ebubago, you had Dokubo making mouth of what they are doing. So all these things is what Nigerian army, Nigerian government want to cover up. They call few criminals to say that everything that happened in also is IPOB. So you forgot Ebubago. You forgot Nigerian army burning of houses. You forgot Dokubo killing people, cutting off their heads. It is now IPOB. You forgot the political assassinations by Hope Uzodimma, killings of traditional rulers. You forgot the killings of local government chairman, Idato South, or Idato South, yes? You forgot it. You forgot all these things. Did you not see how Uchewosu was kidnapped? By Hope Uzodimma, he was put inside boot. If not that people video it, it was exposed. They might kill Uchewosu and dump him on the main road and say it's IPOB. Where can you hold IPOB on crimes of criminal? Where? Do you think you will succeed? It will not happen. We have evidences to confront any allegation against us. God is our witness. We have every evidences. Look at the 8 people. Come and tell us that 4, 6 people or how many? Everything committed in Asa is IPOB ESN. The same people that was feeding the people that are killing them. They call them Omoma. We warn them these are not IPOB, not ESN. In short, we have banned ESN and IPOB in the whole of Imo State. You were feeding them food. You were clapping for them. We say they are not IPOB. When you come to another state, in Imo, in Abia, Enugu, Anambra, you call somebody from Olo and tell him, Oga, those people in your area are not freedom fighters. They say, Biafra the hot. And I begin to ask them, they mad. And they are criminals. Let me shock you. I want to shock you now. take this fact home. Think about it. Okay, for Osiwu of IPOB, Ụmụaka, Olu. IPOB head of the State of State, Mazi Chike Doziem Ihioma, Olu. Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, Olu. One day, if we start calling them, how can they be in IPOB and allow Olu to be destroyed by IPOB? Do you have mental problem? Ishimbaka? Do you know how many of them from IPOB leadership in Imo State? In Imo State, in short, Imo, Deputy HOD, Deputy European Rep, Mazi Yoba, Imo State. Or do you know how many of them from Imo? So they will now come and they destroy their place, especially Olu. How can these people? Do you know that people are worried? These people are worried. They are worried. They are worried because they are from Imo State, from Olu. So many of them are from Olu. So how can these people? This will be my next presentation. I will get them. I will get where they came from. I will just get those our officials that came from Olu, and we present it. It's a strong argument. Okay, Enochukwu is writing against criminality. Or is it Akokwa? I don't know. Uruala, Uruala or something. Is it not Idato? They're writing against criminality. How can they bring criminality to their place? How? How is a superior argument that the IPOB head of the State of State will not, if IPOB is doing criminality, why is it that Mazi Chike Doziem do not move the criminality to another place and allow his place to be safe? If IPOB is into criminality, the IPOB head of the State of State will not first of all destroy his place. In IPOB, do you know that Radio Biafra, we did not allow it, we did not bring it to Umuahia as it was playing other places? Do you know? Because Nnamdi Kanu is from Umuahia. So that our people will not say that he first allowed radio to be in his place. So how do you think that these leaders of IPOB that are from Olu, especially Olu, and the others from Imo State, how do you think that they will collaborate and bring destruction of their place? I ask you. Mazi Chike Doziem, Mazi Chines, Jonathan, Mazi, how many of them? Short, I will get the list of them. You begin to see yourself as a fool for bringing IPOB closer. Is it only in Olu that IPOB is operating? Why is it not happening in other places? Why is this horrific activities of Simon Ibn criminals, which they call freedom fighter? We rejected it. Why is it not happening in other places? Why Olu? How did Uzodinma become governor? How? Why is it that everything in Imo, everything about blackmailing in Imo, they extended it to Anambra, Imo, because Hope Uzodinma provided Imo as a blackmailing grant of IPO. Do you understand? So our people should focus. Don't be moved by any blackmailing, because we are already blackmailed. That's why our people that say they are our leaders, they go there to beg, because they are not citizens of Nigeria. That's why we don't have international presence. There is no embassy in our land. That is why the foreigners that are in our land are criminals who came to steal our resources. They do not come here to do us good. If they claim they come to do us good, let them bring their embassy here. We have land in Yenegua. We have place in Akwa Uyo. We have in Calabar. We have in Owenkeri. We have in Port Harcourt, where Iguacha, where they call Port Harcourt. We have in Umuahia. We have in Enugu. Why is it that their embassies are not there? Why do they pull off from here? So what are they doing here? Our land was blackmailed. Our fathers was blackmailed. So we were all blackmailed. So that is, they just use IPOB to activate it. You know, it had been existing. Yoruba people was about 6 or 4 in the 1966 coup. only two Igbo people, Ifajun and Nzogu, they target Igbo coup because we have already been proscribed. Amadu Bello said that he went to military school, he started sacking Igbo people. He said it is not an offense. He said that Igbo is a people that if you allow them to your place, within a short while, they will monopolize everybody. He proscribed us there. He proscribed us, Amadu Bello, 1953. There was no ESN then. So what actually led to that word? The white man say, this very thing, obsessed, is it hate or obsessed, I've been here against the Igbos from the north. Since I've been here, I have witnessed it, that they hate the people of Igbo. What is the problem? The man was not able to give a good reason. So why do you need a good reason on why they proscribe IPOB? They have no good reason. Okay, what was the good reason of our people running for their life over Abiola and Tofa election? Abiola, is he from the east? Is Tofa from the east? So why were our people the victim? Why? Because we are not welcome here. Why was Shagari overthrown? Because Ekweme was vice. Okadibo was special advisor to Mr. President on political matters. So we are proscribed already. So when they come to use the particular people to activate it, do not shake, because we can never act terrorism against our people. How can we be bad and we cannot focus on the north? How can IPOB be terrorists and they will not be terrorizing the west? We will be terrorists in our land because we are foolish. Stupidity of the highest order is any people giving us such allegation. A land we built with 20 pounds, a land we are developing, a land we are calling our people to come back, a land we are fighting criminals, a land we are sacrificing for, dying for, in order to save. How can we turn around and start killing the same people? Are you mad? Are you foolish to think so? Because that's what you expected. When you had Nnamdi Kanu preaching, you expected that he would come with violence. He said he would destroy the zoo. But when you shot us, we did not show you gun. Yes, he promised it. Today, is the zoo safe? We never shoot you. We shoot some people from Gambia. ESN shoot them. They run and leave their cow. ESN will slaughter their cow. Right? They came from Gambia. They came from Mali. As Nigerian government said, they came from where is it? Burkina Faso. They came from Niger with a cow. Right? We know that Fulani herdsmen, but Nigeria said they came from Niger. So how can we allow foreigners that the government compromised to come and take over our land? We gave them ESN to confront them. ESN is not to go for army barrack. ESN is not for the army. ESN is not for our police station. ESN is not for police. ESN is not for local government headquarters. ESN is not for the chairman. ESN is not for state government. And the ESN is not for the governor. Unless the army turn to a cattle riara, unless the police turn to cattle riara, they will have ESN to confront in the bushes. And that is why Nigeria is running away from publishing ESN activities, because they want to replace the genuine activities of ESN with the activities of criminals that they recruited. They don't want to present IPOB legitimacy because they know that they do not present, they don't want anybody to be legit from this very part, because they told the world that our fathers are rebels. So when they see people fighting legitimately, they will be shying away, trying to present criminality as what IPOB is doing. IPOB have already sold themselves and their activities to the world. The world is aware, and that was the angle where our fathers was defeated. And today, IPOB is in the front line of this very international diplomacy. Nigeria is now conspiring in our home to get a weapon or an evidence to present to the world on why they proscribed IPOB in 2017. They are looking for evidence in 2018. They look for it in 2019. They look for it in 2020. They are looking for evidence. They were looking for evidence, and the ESN was launched 2020, December. And they started trying to use ESN as evidence on why they proscribed IPOB. Are you mad? Are you foolish? You proscribed the people 2017, and since then you are looking for evidence. Is that not stupidity? You have killed people in the east, recruited criminals, instigating trouble, invading communities with security, and in order to get evidence that you will use against people you proscribed since 2017. Is that not madness? So now we are looking for evidence. It mad. Mad people everywhere. Thank you. And that is where we are bringing this program of today to an end. Don't forget that we will start taking your calls on Biafra television, and we want to go to another level of bringing our people in groups on Biafra television. That will be Thursdays, right? As they used to do. Let our people, especially people from Biafra land, give call, tell the government whom they are that we are not moved with prescription or whatever, because we were not proscribed when they were killing us under Sharia law in the north. We were not proscribed when they bombarded on the village. We were not proscribed when they tagged 1966 coup, Igbo coup. So why are they trying to tell us that there is a reason why they are dragging us terrorists? No, there's no reason. It is our inheritance as slaves in Nigeria, and we will continue to push. If you do not push, you'll be killed under Nigeria. So it's better you push to save your people. Being a Nigeria is already a dead man, because every Nigerian citizen is a condemned criminal. You can be killed by the army, they call it accidental discharge. You can be killed by the police, they call it accidental discharge. You can be killed by civil defense, the same word. By the road safety, they will cause accident, you die. The custom may cause accident also. The Air Force may bombard your community and tell you it was by mistake. The Navy will come to your home and kill you and leave the waters where they base. That is what we are facing. No Fulani that will kill you, that will be in the prison. They are causing mass burial. They are causing mass sufferings. They are bringing, what is it called? They are causing famine in some places. People in the north cannot go to farm. They were proscribed on the 22nd of November 2015 by IEP on the Global Terrorism Index report. But today, they are not terrorists in Nigeria, but terrorists in the world. They are not terrorists in Nigeria, but terrorists by ECOWAS. ECOWAS prescribed Fulani herdsmen. But IPOB that Nigeria is focusing on, IPOB is not terrorists in the world, but prescribed in Nigeria. So Fulani is terrorists in the world, but not prescribed in Nigeria. Then why do you want to be moved by Nigeria prescribing IPOB? Is there anything? No. Then when you see them pampering Fulani herdsmen that are prescribed, that is prescribed by the world, they gave them 100 billion naira 2019 after prescribing them 2015. So why are you shaking? Being in Nigeria, you are already dead. It is a British condemned criminal cell where everybody is condemned to die at any given time. Whether you are a politician, whether you are a House of Rep member, you may be your house may be invaded. Whether you are a judge, all these people have fallen victims. While all of them, traditional ruler, emir, what is it called? So many people have fallen victim in Nigeria because everybody is a condemned criminal. Even those that pamper criminality, pamper terrorism, at last, terrorism will hit them. So that is always what we are facing here. That's why we say we cannot be part of this place. Since 1914, they said it was created because the North is too poor. How come 110 years, which is 2024, the North is still too poor? So what am I looking for? What are the Easterners looking for in Nigeria when the first class citizens of Nigeria, that is the North, are still poor? They are still begging. Even as they have ruled Nigeria for 46 years out of 64 years of Nigeria independence, the North ruled 64 years. So 46 years. So they are still the most poor. Even the main agenda that Nigeria was created for, to make the North rich, from the west, from the east, then from the south. Why is it that after programming it and the hand power over to the North have not been reached? So if the first class citizens are still cutting the necks of the Southerners, still sleeping inside barrow, still selling their goods to carry it around, still sleeping in Kwaku, butchers in southern states, still sleeping in bushes, if they are still going through deadly diseases, if they have ruled the North, and the Nigeria was created for the purpose of their survival, and the North are still going through illiteracy, they do not go to school, if they are still the most poor, then what is the essence of the existence of Nigeria? Because the purpose whereby it was created was not achieved for complete 110 years. Then when will it be achieved? While the life of the people of Nigeria are being taken by the same government. Even the people that will bring the dream of Nigeria to, in short, The Nigeria has no dream. Even the people that can make things happen, they are using terrorism to kill them. Now, let me just ask you, you from the south that expect security from Nigerian state, we are rounding up. Oh. You that expect security from the Nigerian state, ask yourself, I am from the east, I am from the west. I pray that Nigeria will give me security. Ask yourself, have the North gotten security? The answer is no. Who is the Northerner? They are the first class citizens. Then, do they have the capacity to stop terrorism? Yes. How? They have military generals and they have ex-military presidents that are still alive. Gowon is a champion in genocide, which is to say, he can stop the terrorism in the north with the style or pattern he used to kill innocent Biafrans 1967 to 70. Why is Gowon from the north and he is alive and terrorists have overrun the north? Why? Now, I don't want to mention people that are dead. Tafa Balewa is not army, but he was a prime minister. Murtala Mohammed dead, right? Forget about him. Let's move forward. They say Buhari is still alive, isn't it? Then Buhari, why is Buhari alive and terrorists overrun the north? All of them is talking about South East. IPOB, ESM. We know that their game. We know that they are useless game. That they are useless game. Do you understand? They have Babangida alive. Terrorists overrun them. T.Y. Danjuma, that facilitated the death of Aguirre, he's still alive. He cannot do something. He was complaining, crying. We ask you, why is Babangida alive? Why is Absalami alive? Who wrote the rubbish? Who handed them over this very thing they call constitution? He's alive. Terrorists overrun them. Then what do the Yoruba people expect? Why are you expecting security from Nigeria when the first class citizens are not eating well? They are lamajiri, they are beggars, they cannot go to farm, they do not have food to eat, but they claim that they have food. They do not have security, they do not have good health, they don't go to school, and the disease in their land is worst. Diseases that you can only hear that it was cured in the Bible. So why do they focus in the east? Why do they focus in blackmailing IPOB? Why do they abandon the north? Who told them it is government that will protest? Are you not aware it is the citizens that will protest against people? Did you not see our people protest against Ebubago? Did you not see people protest against army? Did you not see people protest against police? How many people have protested against IPOB? Did you not see people protest against Fulani herdsmen? Did you not see people protest against them? So why do you focus on IPOB? Why? Nonsense. From me, fearless IPOB evangelist Mazi Madam Chinwachuku, I'm from Biafra Television Europe. It is good afternoon.